Lord Ganesha and Mata Saraswati. Shubham.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्तांवृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवै सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We have gathered here to celebrate E-Day, which is also called as Entrepreneurship Day. Entrepreneurship is not just being a successful or raising a lot of capital, but also being at the forefront of the business. But it also means taking a responsibility and being a leader. An entrepreneur is a laboratory of the tons of ideas, continuous experiment, and finding the best strategy to hit the next milestone. And we, the team of eCell, are trying to bring out the spark of entrepreneurship that's hidden within you. So, without taking much of time, we would like to invite our director, Dr. Veena Gaikwad ma'am, who has an experience of 20 plus years. She was the head of computer science department at TCSC. Since 2010, she has been with the TIMSA and the driving force of all the achievement of the TIMSA that helped the institute to crave its place among the most eminent institutes. She did her PhD in IT and management from Bharati Vidyapit University, Pune. We would love to take this opportunity to thank her with her continuous support and guidance. We would request Dr. Vanita ma'am to come on stage and enlighten us with her knowledge, wisdom, and experiences.
Keep dropping. Okay. Good morning. Okay. So thanks, Snehal and Atman, for that little nice introduction that you've given about me. And I would not be giving any inspiring talk. I already gave one yesterday, day before yesterday. So I won't give anything, my words of inspiration to you sitting over here. But then coming to what's happening today, yes, it's today. It's a very nice day. It's a bright day. We are in gratitude to the universe, to our God, that we are here sitting. All of us are here together. We can breathe so nicely without any efforts. We are able to do our daily course, which we have been doing since morning. And we are very much in the normal crowd. So what's important is, when human beings feel happy, when they are with the normal, what's happening. So tomorrow, imagine that you break your leg and you have to limp, so you become a little bit abnormal, and that's the place and that's the point where you feel that there's something wrong in me. So why I want to stress this thing is that today we are all normal, by God's grace, by the grace of the universe. And let's be thankful, let's be grateful for this wonderful opportunity that has come to us, where we are having such wonderful people here on stage today, our guests who have come over here. They have taken out time from their busy schedule and they are here with us again to talk about them. Like I already told you the other day, that when we search in today's times, when we search for to understand कि मुझे किससे मिलना है, तो उस किससे मिलना है हम लोग उसके बारे में पहले से ही रिसर्च करते हैं. So we go to the social media platforms and we try to hunt ki, what is this person, how does the person look like. If the person is looking a little bit strict, we prepare ourselves mentally that way. If the person seems to be jolly and nice, but there are times when something reverse also happens. The person seems to be jolly, but the interactions seem to be not that jolly. Okay, so we are having wonderful people sitting over here. I won't take much time. It's entrepreneurship day, like very well said by your classmates. What's an entrepreneurship day and what's entrepreneurship. So I would define it in one simple way. What's entrepreneurship? Trying to dump this thing of entrepreneurship karo, apna business karo at this stage to all of you all. uh, is not wrong from our end, but it is not totally right also, because you all are at a very young stage and you all are apprehensive about what's happening around you all. So you all, each one of you all would want to, work for some time, gather experience, and based on that solid experience, yes, enough of somebody, telling me do this at this time. I will do what I want at my own time. So you will come to that stage gradually. Nevertheless, there'll be a few of you all, one or two of you all, or let's say five of you all in your class, in your batch, who would say, ki, I don't want that do this at this time, even now at this stage of my life. Okay, so those are the ones who I feel will be the next budding entrepreneurs, and even you all can, the others can also venture into it. My basic this of entrepreneurship is you stop dependence, because if you're working in a place from 9 to 5, you are depending on that place for your daily needs, your salary. And like very well said a few days back by somebody, कि it's like an addiction. Yes, अगले month की salary मिलने के लिए सब लोग दौड़ रहे. That's the gajar that's kept in front of us. And we've got addicted to that thing. It's like a mental map set. कि मुझे काम करना है, दौड़ना है, मुझे वो लेना है. Fine. And when you're doing all these things, you forget about yourself, because you're running for somebody else. You're not running for yourself. You're running for yourself. But then when you're running for yourself, it is not out of your inner passion. You're running because, okay, I want to get that. Fine. So you don't seek your inner self doing all those things like. Anyways, you've got a long life to live, all of you all. I won't say others, but myself, I've passed many years of my life. And now you realize, okay, I ran so many years. Now I do want to run, but when I'm running the race of life now, it has to be out of pure passion and joy. Everything that I do, it should not be running for an addiction of getting a salary in the next month. Fine. So that is what I would define today, because my definition of entrepreneurship keeps changing every year. I come for the E-Day inauguration. So today I would say this, that yes, it's an addiction, and those who want to stop the addiction and don't want, that रुकना है मुझे उस चीज़ के लिए, नहीं, मुझे जब चाहिए मुझे वो मिलना चाहिए, बट उसके लिए मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. एंड आई वी आर हैविंग वंडरफुल पीपल सिटिंग ओवर हियर टुडे हु कैन एक्सप्लेन दोज थिंग्स टू all of you all in their pure experiences. So with this, thanks a lot. Thanks for the effort taken, though I am a little bit saddened because the crowd isn't much over here. And I will be even deeply saddened if I see your classmates coming after this event is over, somewhere around 11, 12 o'clock, decked up just to take photographs. To be very blunt and to be very clear about it. Okay. Anyways, all the best, and kudos to the team of ECell, who has organized the event, has got so many things set up like. And last but not the least, Professor Shweta Wagmare, if you can please stand up. So a very round of applause to Shweta. The reason being that Shweta is a newcomer, that all must be realizing. She looks young and nice. So she's a newcomer in the institute, and then but she's managed the show really very well. I'm proud of you, Shweta. Okay, so all the best to all of you all, and thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words. We have quite eminent personalities along with us today. I would like to welcome our chief guest, Ms. Jyoti Agarwal. She is the founder of Matu Mom. She is a founder of Matu Mom, a global community of 80,000 plus active mothers, an investor, a business advisor, and a marketing consultant. She has advised over, she has experience of 2 decades of entrepreneurial experience and in scaling various sizes of businesses. Uh, Ma'am has a vision to support women entrepreneurs around the world by sharing her experience and success stories and providing them both with investment and business consultancy. Matu Mom, since its foundation, has hosted about more than 500 talk shows and 500 meets, and has collaborated with more than 7 NGOs for various social objectives. I would like to invite Vinita ma'am to facilitate Ms. Jyoti Agarwal. Thank you so much, Jyoti ma'am, for being here.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The next guest we have Nishit Shah, an engineer, industrialist, and entrepreneur. He is an engineer who has turned into an entrepreneur who embarked a new journey by joining his family jewelry business. With a strong background in IT industry, Nishit sir has brought a fresh perspective and modern approach to the traditional business. His passion for innovation and dedication to the quality has helped the business grow and succeed in an ever-evolving industry. Now we would like to request Sonu ma'am to facilitate Mr. Nishit Shah with a token of appreciation.
We have a third guest with us, Miss Veena Srivastava. She is a sole proprietor of Neuron Consultants, founder of Sharecon Designs in India and Indie Granite and Furnitures, and she has been in the business industry for more than 12 years. She has worked with Indian Telephone Industries and CMC India Private Limited, and she holds a BTech in electronics and is presently handling business as a CFO. I would like, I, thank you. I would like to invite Shirshendu sir to facilitate Ms. Veena ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, sir, and everyone. Now we would like to call up Jyoti ma'am to speak up something here.
Very good morning, everybody. I didn't hear it very passionately or loudly. थैंक यू सो लखनऊ से हूँ तो शेर से शुरुआत करती हूँ कि डर मुझे भी लगा था फासला देखकर पर मैं बढ़ता गया रास्ता देखकर डर मुझे भी लगा था फासला देखकर पर मैं बढ़ता गया रास्ता देखकर खुद ब खुद मंजिल करीब आने लगी खुद ब खुद मंजिल करीब आने लगी मेरे सामने मेरा हौसला देखकर So a daughter of an entrepreneur, always entrepreneur at heart. I was even when I was in grade 6, I was sitting with the ideas कि एक school खोलना चाहिए, school dress कैसे बनेगी, teachers कैसे आएंगे. From being in grade 11th कि चलो प्रोफेशनल ब्यूटिशियन कर लेते हैं और लोगों को ये सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करेंगे और उधर से थोड़े पैसे कमाएंगे सो ऑलवेज आई हैड मनी इन माय बैंक अकाउंट्स बिकॉज वो जो डिज़ायर होती है एज राइटली सेड बाय मैम कि वो जिसको एडिक्शन कह रही है बिना एडिक्शन के एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप तो नहीं हो सकती अगर हो सकती है तो कोई बता दे मुझे हो सकती है क्या आई थिंक एनर्जी नहीं है ब्रेकफास्ट नहीं मिला इनको मिला है हो सकती है एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप विदाउट पैशन थैंक यू फॉर कंफर्मिंग दैट सो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप जो शिप है ना वो शिप आपको मिडिल ऑफ द सी में रॉक करने की अगर एनर्जी है तो ही आप एंटरप्रेन्योर बन सकते हैं एंड दैट इज वेयर दैट शिप इज देयर सो टू अंडरस्टैंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप मतलब सडनली कुछ ऐसा हो सकता है कि पूरी प्रोडक्ट रेंज चेंज करनी है सडनली कुछ ऐसा हो सकता है पूरी मार्केट चेंज हो गई नोकिया हु वाज द टॉप brand in telephones and suddenly it is knocked out of the market because it was not innovative still it wanted to enter but it could not because it was too late so you have always to be very innovative as an entrepreneur it's very early for you all to start you all just the beginners but एक चीज सबसे जरूरी है जो मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ कि बी ट्रू टू योर वर्क वॉट एवर यू आर डूइंग जो इंटीग्रिटी है ना वो शॉर्ट टर्म में ऐसा लगता है कि हमें नुकसान हो गया लेकिन वो बहुत लंबे सफ़र तक लेके जाती है तो जब भी काम शुरू करो कोई भी ऑन्टरप्रेन्योरशिप का, तो अपना कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट ना बहुत बहुत स्ट्रांग रख के स्टार्ट करना है। ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आपके एम्प्लॉयज़ ऐसा फील करें कि दे आर बीइंग यूज्ड, आपकी टीम ऐसा फील करे कि दे आर नॉट बीइंग गिवन इनफ क्रेडिट्स। आप बिना टीम के तो कुछ होते ही नहीं हो, अकेले तो कोई कुछ नहीं कर पाता, और ऑन्टरप्रेन्योरशिप तो बिना किसी के होती नहीं है। सर होती है? नहीं होती है। तो बिना अगर किसी के नहीं होती है, तो टीम को अगर आप आगे नहीं लेके जाएंगे तो आप लीडर नहीं बन पाएंगे। आप लीडर नहीं बन पाएंगे तो आप बिजनेस को आगे सफल नहीं कर पाएंगे। सो वेन एवर यू स्टार्ट बिजनेस, मेक श्योर योर टीम इज राइटली प्लेस्ड। देन द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज, जैसे जो आइडिएशन होता है जो बिजनेस का, उसमें आपको इनफ टाइम स्पेंड करना है कि मैं कौन सा बिजनेस करूं। और जब आपने आइडिएशन किया तो उसके अंदर आप कौन सी इनोवेशन लेके आ रहे हैं। अभी जैसे कपड़े बिक रहे हैं तो सभी लोग कपड़े बेच रहे हैं, ज्वेलरी बिक रही है तो सभी लोग ज्वेलरी बेच रहे हैं, लेकिन आपका यूएसपी क्या है? व्हाई यू आर कमिंग इन द मार्केट? व्हाट इज द इनोवेशन? व्हाट इज द न्यू थिंग यू हैव कम अप विद? दैट इज वेयर योर बिजनेस स्टार्ट्स। देन द नेम। आई एम अ ब्रांड कंसल्टेंट, सो आई ऑलवेज विल टॉक अबाउट नेम, क्योंकि नाम अच्छा सोचना बहुत बहुत ज़रूरी है। अगर एक नाम आपने रखा, जैसे अभी आई एम वर्किंग विद अ ब्रांड कॉल्ड पांडा बॉक्स, और मैं इंस्टाग्राम पे जाके उनको सर्च करती हूँ तो 100 पांडा बॉक्स आ गए। द फर्स्ट थिंग आई टोल्ड द ब्रांड, वाई पांडा बॉक्स देन? वाई नॉट you thought about a name which is very very uncommon and is not searchable. Like if you see Matu Mom, you cannot find another Matu Mom, and that is what we have done like since so much time. There's one more baby which we are building. I always call it a baby startup because we have recently started. It's called Dumble Do, and we are manufacturing and D2C kar rahe hain hum. We are manufacturing sustainable kids wear, diapers and roles and everything. तो the name is very important. Then reach out to the legal people. अच्छा, कभी कभी घर में पेंट होता है, आप सबको ऐसा लगता है कि ये पेंट करना कितना आसान है, मैं भी कर सकता हूँ। किसको किसको लगता है जब पेंटर पेंट करता है? कैन वी हैव द हैंड्स अप? मुझे भी हमेशा यही लगता है जब भी वो पेंट करते हैं कि मैं भी उनके जैसा इतना ही अच्छा पेंट कर सकती हूँ। लेकिन मेरे पापा कहते हैं, जिसका काम उसी को साजे, दूजा करे तो मूर्ख लागे। तो द प्रॉब्लम इज कि जो काम जिसकी एक्सपर्टाई है उसी को करने देते हैं। तो जो लीगल चीज़ें हैं, आप सीए से मिलिए, या जो भी राइट पीपल हैं उनसे मिलके गेट ऑल द लाइसेंसेज इन प्लेस, फ्रॉम गुमास्त्रा if you are opening a shop, to GST, to import licenses, export licenses, then the trademark, which is very very crucial. और आज मतलब अभी भी मैं कितने women entrepreneur से मिलती हूँ, 6-7 साल से बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, बट अभी भी ट्रेडमार्क नहीं है। एंड ट्रेडमार्क इज नॉट अ वेरी एक्सपेंसिव थिंग, मतलब 6-7 हज़ार में यू गेट अ ट्रेडमार्क, but still people don't begin. 7 years से they are rolling into a business but they don't know to take a trademark. So मैं ये कहूँगी कि every step पे reach out to the experts and understand कि क्या इसमें ज़रूरत है, and that is where you are going to save time and money. दूसरी चीज़, किसको किसको कौन कौन यहाँ पे हार्ड वर्किंग है इस रूम के अंदर? कैन वी हैव हैंड्स रेज्ड? Okay, so hard work is out of fashion. Totally out of fashion. What? Okay. So what we need is smart working. Hard work तो रिक्शे वाला भी कर रहा है, सुबह से शाम तक ऑटो चला रहा है, बट कुछ एंड में हो नहीं रहा है। सो हार्ड वर्क करना ही नहीं है। वॉट वर्क यू कैन डू इन लेसर टाइम विद मोर एफिशिएंसी एंड विद मोर क्वालिटी इज वॉट इज नीडेड नाउ. So every time whenever you have a act to be done, any task to be completed, either in your college, in your life, in your social life, at your family, and just understand कि ये कितने मिनट में हो सकता है। आपका समय पैसे के बराबर है. This is how I calculate my time. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and make sure everything comes in shape, because after which the life goes hayway. इसलिए मैं कह रही हूँ कि अपने आप को ऑर्गेनाइज करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. और ऑल्दो मैं सबको हमेशा यही कहती हूँ, मैं टोटली डिसऑर्गेनाइज्ड हूँ क्योंकि चीज़ें नहीं हो पाती हैं, बट स्मार्ट वर्क ज़रूर करती हूँ. मतलब जिस चीज़ के अंदर 1 मिनट देना है उसके अंदर मैं 1.5 मिनट नहीं देती हूँ. सो वो एक बहुत बहुत बड़ा और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है जो आपको नोट करना चाहिए. और कितने लोग हैं रूम में जो सपने देखते हैं, पैशनेट हैं? कोई भी नहीं, सिर्फ 2-3. कितने पैशनेट हैं? कैन वी हैव एनीबडी स्टैंडिंग अप एंड आंसरिंग मी? हाँ हाँ एब्सोल्युटली। तो नींद आती है अच्छे से? हाँ हाँ, वेरी गुड, आई लव दैट। सो तो पैशन ऐसा होना चाहिए कि नींद चली जाती है। सो दैट इज़ वॉट एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप नीड्स। मुझे बहुत सारे लेक्चर या कोई पीपीटी में कुछ भी नहीं लेके आई हूँ बताने के लिए। सिर्फ ये है कि वो जज्बा होना चाहिए कि आपको जो चाहिए वो मिल पाए। और मेन चीज़ ये है कि आपको पहली स्टेप लेनी है। आई एम अ डूअर, आई ऑलवेज से टू माई टीम और हु सो एवर आई मीट, टू मच ऑफ प्लानिंग एंड टू मच ऑफ आइडिएशन लूजेज द होल टाइम। मतलब हम जब तक अपने आइडिया को कन्वर्ट कर पाए, दूसरा आदमी उस आइडिया को लेके बिजनेस करने लग गया और प्रॉफिट करने लग गया। अगर आप इस लेवल पे हैं तो देन यू लूज द होल थिंग। सो राइट टाइम पे राइट एक्ट करना, राइट इन्फॉर्मेशन रहना, राइट इंटीग्रिटी रहना, राइट टीम बनाना और राइट पैशन और कंपैशन रहने के बाद मुझे नहीं लगता आपको कोई रोक सकता है। आई एम सो प्राउड ऑफ दिस रूम फुल ऑफ अमेजिंग entrepreneurs and I'm sure you guys are going to be tomorrow the CEOs CFOs of different organization। बस एक बात याद रखना, कुछ भी हो अपनी इंटीग्रिटी पे उसको डाइल्यूट नहीं करना है। वॉट एवर बी राइट एंड ऑलवेज एज अ एंटरप्रेन्योर ऑल्सो हैव अ मैसेज टू द ओवरऑल सोसाइटी। जैसे मान लो हम कपड़ा बना रहे हैं, तो कपड़ा बनाने में हम ऐसा क्या कर सकते हैं कि हम आर्टिसियंस को हेल्प कर सकते हैं। हम जैसे कम्युनिटी चला रहे हैं तो उसमें हम क्या डिफरेंस सोसाइटी को कर सकते हैं। आज हम डाइपर्स बना रहे हैं तो हम ये सोच रहे हैं हम एनवायरमेंट को क्या फर्क कर सकते हैं। सो इफ यू डोंट हैव अ लार्जर अम्ब्रेला और अ लार्जर विजन टू वॉट एवर वर्क यू ऑल वॉन्ट टू डू, सो देन इट जस्ट बिकम्स कि काम करना है और पैसे बनाने हैं, तो फिर नौकरी कर लो यार, मत करो बिजनेस। अगर वेंचर बनाना है खुद का तो पैशन बड़ी होनी चाहिए। सिर्फ छोटी पैशन से वो वेंचर नहीं बनते जो हमें एक्चुअली बनाने हैं। सो हैव अ बिगर विजन, अ बिगर अम्ब्रेला यू शुड सी एज अ एंटरप्रेन्योर। बिकॉज जो विजन है ना वो अगर आपको नहीं दिखता है तो जब भी बुलसाई मालूम ही नहीं है तो एरो जाएगा किधर, वैसी वैसी प्रॉब्लम होती है। तो जैसे कैसे अर्जुन ने मारा था ना, किसको किसको मालूम है अर्जुन ने राइट प्लेस पे एरो लगाया था? क्यों? क्योंकि उसकी उसकी पूरी नज़र सिर्फ उधर ही थी जिधर उसको एरो हिट करना है। सो इफ़ यू वांट टू हिट द बुल्स आई, जो आपकी भाषा में कहते हैं और हमारे भाषा में अर्जुन की आंख पे तीर लगाना कहते हैं, तो उसके लिए आपको राइट विजन होना बहुत बहुत ज़रूरी है। एंड वी एज मार्टू मॉम वी ऑल्सो हैव स्टार्टेड अ कम्युनिटी विच वी वांटेड टू सपोर्ट द किड्स हु एस्पायर टू बी entrepreneurs। The community is called the Kids Entrepreneur। We are also looking for kids who want to support other kids becoming entrepreneurs, like create a channel between the kids and the business world। So in case you want to associate, we are always open। In case anybody wants to intern with us in Dumbledore or Martu Mom, we are always open। You can reach to us at contactmartumom.com, contactmartumom@gmail.com, सॉरी गलत हो गया। और बस इतनी सी बात है। आई थिंक अगर पॉइंट समझ में आए हो तो काफ़ी है, और बाकी अगर मैं 1 घंटा भी बोल दूंगी तो कम होगा। मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ कि थोड़ा ही दो, बहुत ज़्यादा देने से खाना भी प्लेटों में बर्बाद ही जाता है। एक शेर से अंत करती हूँ कि मंजिल मिल ही जाएगी भटकते भटकते, मंजिल मिल ही जाएगी भटकते भटकते, गुमराह तो वो है जो घर से निकला ही नहीं। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. I think we all have understood the importance of branding, the difference between hard work and smart work, and as well as being passionate about ourselves in our lives regarding our businesses as well. So thank you so much, ma'am. We would like to invite Mr. Nishit to continue with the presentation. Thank you.
Good morning, fellow graduates, distinguished guests, and faculty members. Let us start with a quick exercise. Raise your hand if you have ever thought about starting your own business. Anyone here? Great. Keep your hand raised if you have already taken steps to pursue your entrepreneurship dream. Right? I can see very few hands. Good to know that. Great. That means that you're already thinking about taking the entrepreneurship, right? Right. I've addressed a large audiences in the past, but today I'm excited as today is the first time that I'm addressing a group of future entrepreneurs. Today I'll be talking about a few events that has turned the direction of the future, inspired being an engineer and working in the IT industry for 5 years. I'm now in the business of selling gold and diamond jewelry, And apart from that, I have few other side hustles, and that I've run in the comfort of my home. But prior to that, as an engineer, I'm an engineer by profession and working in the IT industry for 5 long years before I decided to switch over to my family business. And how and why did I do that? Here's this interesting story behind it. Ever since my childhood days, I used to go to my jewelry showroom along with my dad. And there were big fat ladies sitting at the other side of the counter, always taking time to negotiate on the price and take hours and hours to deciding what kind of jewelry to buy. As a kid, I was repelled by this thing. So I didn't want it to be in the jewelry business because I didn't like this idea of, interacting with the women in the, and they would take hours to buy some jewelry. So over a period of time, as I grew up, I got interested in computer science, and that's the reason why I did my engineering. So when I was working on the hardcore technical side, I was working on Linux servers, Windows servers, and over a period of time, I got promoted, and I was handling the entire migration of Windows and Linux servers to a different set of servers that we had purchased in a different data center. So my job was, I was handling a team of 4 to 5 members, and we were part of the team that was handling the entire migration. So what happened one day is, I have my childhood friend, and she and I have grown together. Like, she was in the same school, same college, and same time we got graduated. And fortunately or unfortunately, I fixed her with one of my friend, and she was about to get married. And she had a 5-day long wedding event, destination wedding in Udaipur. And at the same time, what happened is my migration was set up during those 5 days. So it was very difficult for me to convince, even though I had taken a leave from my office, that these are the 5 days I need to be in Udaipur for my best friend's wedding. But unfortunately, I couldn't go because my migration of the entire server from one data center to the other data center was taking place at that time, and I was playing a crucial role in doing the same. So what had happened, I couldn't join the wedding, and only on the last day I was able to attend that. So at that moment in life, I decided that I no longer want to work with someone and who would dictate their terms to me. I wanted to be my own boss and take a leave as and when I wanted. I had seen my dad and his business friends who had taken the leaves as and when they wanted. They could go on a vacation in a speck of time, and it was not the case with it was not the case with me. I had to apply for a leave. Only then it is sanctioned. Only then I can go. So at that point of time, I realized that this is not the life that I wanted to live, and I wanted to become an entrepreneur. So within the next 45 days, I gave up my papers at my IT job, and I switched over to my family business. It was not hunky-dory in the beginning. Like, it took me a lot of time to understand the jewelry business because I'd never taken any interest in the jewelry business. Initial 2 years were loss-making. I was not able to communicate well with the customers, and I was frustrating. I was working for 11 to 12 hours every day, and then over a period of time, I decided that whether I've taken a wrong decision, because in the IT job, I was just working for 5 days, 6 to 7 hours, and that's it. Like, weekends were off. Here weekends पर extra rush होता है. So mostly people come to buy jewelry during the weekends. So weekends are always busy for me, and I had lost contact with all my friends because all my friends were free on weekends, and I was the only one who was working on weekends. So it was very difficult for me. So those 2 years were very frustrating. I thought, have I taken a wrong decision at that point of time? But over a period of time, I realized that slowly, I learned a bit about the jewelry industry. And in the next 2 years, I managed to open from one showroom. I expanded to 2 showrooms. So this is what I had taken a big step in my jewelry industry. The other thing that the reason that I could give that why I switched over from doing a job to business is that has anyone read the book by Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki? Anyone? Yes. Are you aware about the 4 quadrants in that? Yeah. The E stands for employee. The S stands for self-employed. B stands for business owner, and I stands for investor. So at that point of time, I realized that I don't want to be an employee for the rest of my life. I want to switch the quadrants quickly and move over to the next quadrant. That was the self-employed being. So that is the reason I joined my family business. And also the third reason I found out that I was being online a lot. I was working for 12 to 14 hours and sitting in front of the computer and not interacting with anybody else. Like, all I was doing was interacting with 4 to 5 team members, and that's it. And I'm more of a people person. I like interacting with people. So I wanted to be more offline than online, because being on the server side and I was handling Linux servers, even in the middle of the night, somebody would hack our servers. So I had to be online and work for 4 to 5 hours and get the thing sorted. So it was very difficult for me at that point of time, and I was about to get married. So I switched over from being online to offline, and I guess looking back, it was one of the best decisions that I've made. Anybody here has heard the Steve Jobs speech about the at Stanford University commencement? When he said that life is not, once again, let me read that out. That life is not what you see when you connect the dots backwards. It is something that you see. See, once you are in a stage, you need to connect the dots looking at the life backwards. So this is something that I feel that I was taking the best decision of my life. Now, eventually, I feel that entrepreneurship is one thing that you should go for, and I would have listed down few of the reasons why you should take this as a career path. One is autonomy and flexibility. As an entrepreneur, you have the freedom to make your own decisions and set your own schedules. You can work on projects that you are passionate about and control over your work-life balance. Financial rewards. Successful entrepreneurs can earn a lot of money. While money should not be the only motivator, it's certainly a nice perk. And personal growth. Starting a business can be a tremendous opportunity in personal growth, and you learn new skills, overcome challenges, and gain valuable experience when you serve and serve you well throughout your life. Now, next, what I want to say is the second reason why I moved to an entrepreneurship journey. The second reason, have you heard about Warren Buffett's quote? He says that if you are not earning money when you're sleeping, you're going to be working for the rest of your life, right? So the reason why I need to why apart from my family business, I've also started working on income streams that give me passive income. So passive income. So what we have done is every year in the month of October to December, me and my friends, we sit together and figure out different ways of wherein we can work around on passive source of income. So it is during this internet age, it is very easy to earn passive income by selling products and services on Amazon, and or products and services on Fiverr, Upwork, and other platforms. For example, I'll give you a very simple example. What we have done is, it takes a lot of time to research on the right product, but we have set up a lot of products that we are selling on Amazon India and Amazon USA. And every time we wake up in the morning, we see that around 40 to 50 products have already sold. So we are making money even when we are sleeping. The only challenging part is to figure out the right product to sell on Amazon or any other platform. But then after that, rest is taken care of. Initially, we failed in a couple of products. We lost a lot of money and time and energy. But once we figured out what the product to sell, and it is very easy after that. So second thing that we have worked out is, anybody knows how to make logo or anything else over here? Any logo designers and all that? Right, wow. So what we have done is, there are a lot of platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, and other freelancing platforms. Like personally, I don't know how to make a logo. But what I have done is, we have launched a lot of gigs on Fiverr, Upwork, and other platforms, wherein we provide a lot of services at a cost. And usually our target is foreign customers. So they pay around $100 to $150 for just a small logo designing. I don't design the logo. I just pass it on to my freelancer friends who actually know how to design the logo, and they do it for $20 to $30. And I just keep the change in between. So we have scaled it over the last. I started this during the COVID break of 2020, and in a span of 1.5 to 2 years, I've been getting around 40 to 80 orders in a week's time. So that is pretty good for a passive income source, right? Yeah. So this is one thing that I would like to say that the earlier you start, the more passive sources of income you could always generate, and it would allow you to free up your time. And once you have your mindset that the time is more valuable resource than money is, you would see life in a totally different way. So that is one thing that I have seen, that life is. So with this, since I have generated around 6 to 7 different sources of passive income, it gives me a lot of free time. You won't believe, in the last 6 to 7 years, I've traveled to 37 countries without not working. Like my money keeps flowing, and I'm just having a vacation on the beach. So this is one thing that I'm looking forward for, future entrepreneurs, because you guys are at a younger age. You are in the range of around 20, 25 or something. So if you start something now, and then next 2 to 3 years, you can build something that will generate a lot of passive income. And it's just, initially you will need something 2 to 3 years to build the source of passive income, and after that you are sorted. So the earlier you start, the much better it is. So I know now what you're thinking, that doing business is very hard and you don't even know where to begin from. But online YouTube is a huge resource. You would find anything and everything that you want. And you would, even if you just stick to one skill, and in the next 2 to 3 years, if you build up on that skill, you would be a master of that skill, and you can make a lot of money in that. And in conclusion, entrepreneurship is more of a mindset that involves creativity, innovation, and risk taking and persistence. While starting a business can be challenging, it can be rewarding and fulfilling. As college students, you have a unique opportunity to explore entrepreneurship. I encourage you to take advantage of it. Identify a problem, develop a plan, take action, and seek support. There are ample resources and opportunities available online, and with the advent of chat gpt, I guess it's even more easier to start an online business right now. And there's one more thing before, I would like to share a useful book for you to read. There's a book named Almanac of Naval Ravikant, if anyone has read it. It's freely available on the internet. You just need to download and read it. It talks about the various aspects of entrepreneurship and leverages in today's digital age. See, there is a limited number of hours for you. You can just work for 24 hours. In 24 hours, you can just work for 8 to 10 hours. But if you leverage other people's time and money, you can get much more things accomplished in a very short period of time. So that is I would highly recommend take the advantage of this entrepreneurship, and it's one of the best books that I've read, and I always find new insight in this. With this, I would like to conclude that if you have any doubts, if you need some mentorship about entrepreneurship journey, I'm always there for you. I have my showroom located at Borivali West, and yeah, so that's about it. With this, I would like to conclude my talk. Yeah, and I would look forward for.
Thank you so much, sir. You have enlightened us with your life experiences, and as well as you have shared us about the perks of being an entrepreneur. So thank you so much, sir. Please give a huge round of applause for Mr. Nishit Shah. Proceeding the event, we would like to invite Miss Veena Srivastava to proceed with the event.
So thank you so much for managing committee and thank you all for joining us. लगता है भूख लगी है. So let's have a very good morning. अभी बिजनेस की बातें तो हो गई, बिजनेस कैसे करना है वो भी हो गई. मैं कोई बिजनेस की बातें नहीं करने वाली हूँ. मैं ये बातें करने वाली हूँ कि मैंने बिजनेस कैसे किया. मैं अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ शेयर करने वाली हूँ. ठीक है. तो आई बिलोंग अ वेरी स्मॉल टाउन फ्रॉम उत्तर प्रदेश एंड आई कंप्लीट माई बीटेक इन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स फ्रॉम गोरखपुर उत्तर प्रदेश, इफ एनीवन नोज. So I came to Mumbai with big dream. जैसे आप इस जगह पे हैं, है ना? This is a port to fly. With big dream, high wants to fly. वैसे हमारी भी सोच थी. Came to Mumbai and joined the CMC India Private Limited. After 4-5 months, get married. फिर क्या हुआ? वही जो सबके साथ होता है, होम मैनेजर. I became a home minister. ठीक. My baby was there, my baby girl Aditi was there, very little. My husband were working with L&T. He was very good planning engineer in Grand Hyatt. That's time. There is no time. I was only at home. What should I do? मैं क्या करूँ? मुझे भी तो कुछ करना था ना. मेरे अपने सपने भी तो बहुत बड़े हैं. हस्बैंड सुबह 7 बजे जाता है, 10 बजे आता है. There is no time for us. I am doing only babysitting. But I also love that time, motherhood. I enjoyed that motherhood and developed the relationship, very good relationship with my in-laws, with my father, parents, everything. सच में मुझे बहुत मजा आया. और they came to me very loving. अभी भी they love me very much. फिर मैंने हस्बैंड से बोला, 4-5 साल बीत गए, हमें क्या, मुझे भी तो कुछ करना है, क्या करें? नहीं, हम अपनी कंपनी स्टार्ट करेंगे, देन विल वर्क टुगेदर। चलो ठीक है, लेट्स वेट। Then he started his own company with the name of Kajiva Construction. If anybody heard about that, it's became a very, very big, like 40-50 crores of company. There was at that time 3 partners. अचानक 4-5 साल के बाद मैं क्या करूं? मैं बैठे बैठे आई बॉट ए लैपटॉप एंड कुछ तो सीखती रहती विंडो, एंड आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग रिक्रूटमेंट फ्रॉम होम। थोड़ा करती रहती, चलो कुछ नहीं, हमारे पास 10 ही जा रहेंगे ना, कुछ तो करूंगी, 4 घंटे काम करूँ, 2 ही घंटे करूंगी। सीवीज पढ़ती, सबको यहाँ वहाँ भेजती, सबके साथ टाई अप करती। अचानक क्या हुआ कि माय हस्बैंड कंपनी स्टार्टेड लाइक गेटिंग डाउन, कोलैप्स होना शुरू हो गया। अब हम क्या करें? थोड़े थोड़े प्रॉब्लम्स आने स्टार्ट हो गए। प्रॉब्लम्स, पैसे नहीं हैं, बड़ी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं। हर दिन गुड मॉर्निंग की तरह गुड मॉर्निंग की जगह गुड प्रॉब्लम है। रेंट के पैसे नहीं हैं, घर भी बैंक गारंटी में रखा हुआ है, बच्चे के लिए फीस नहीं है, हम क्या करें? हमें कुछ तो करना है ना। और मैं भी दिन भर रात भर सोचती रहती, आखिर मैं अपने हस्बैंड को कैसे सपोर्ट करूं? जो 50-60 करोड़ के हमारे पास तो नहीं थे ना, हम तो बड़े छोटे गांव से आए थे नौकरी करने। 40-50 हज़ार कमाते, वी विल बी वेरी हैप्पी। आई टोल्ड टू माई हस्बैंड, ये सब छोड़ो, अब इस कंपनी को नहीं हमको चलाना है, लेट स्टार्ट आवर ओन कंपनी डिफरेंट, डोंट गो विथ पार्टनर्स। देन जब मैंने अपने हस्बैंड को ज्वाइन करने के लिए कंपनी बोला था, तो व्हाट ही टोल्ड मी, नो यू डोंट कम, वाइफ्स आर नॉट अलाउड देयर। मैं वहां नहीं जा सकती क्योंकि सबकी वाइफ्स आएंगी, 3 की वाइफ्स आएंगी, फिर तुम लोग कुछ काम नहीं करोगे। फिर वी स्टार्टेड आवर ओन कंपनी विद द नेम ऑफ न्यूरॉन कंसल्टेंट, and we hire 30+ employee and take the work for NESCO, project management consultancy. And that's time I was carrying baby to my second baby. What to do, how to do? लेकिन फिर भी मेरे हस्बैंड से मैंने बोला, ठीक है आप अपनी कंपनी स्टार्ट करो, मैं अभी अकाउंट्स का काम करूंगी। कैसे? तुम्हें तो कुछ नहीं आता बैंकिंग। तो मैंने बोला बैंकिंग नहीं आता तो क्या हुआ, मुझे पैसे गिनने तो आते हैं ना, और पैसे गिनने तो सबको आते हैं। और मैं ऑफिस में बैठ के देखूंगी कि पैसे कहाँ जा रहे हैं, पैसे तो नहीं बिखरेगा ना। एंड अकाउंट इज द बैकबोन ऑफ द कंपनी, आई विल बी देयर, एक पैसे कहीं नहीं जाएगा, मैं देखूंगी। एंड दैट्स टाइम आई स्टार्टेड वर्क फ्रॉम होम, घर से ही, घर में ही छोटा सा ऑफिस बना लिया और काम करना स्टार्ट कर दिया। वहीं से सैलरी बनाती, चेक बनाती, सीए का फॉलोअप करती, बैंक जाती, सब कुछ घर से करती। 1-2 साल मैंने ऐसे ही निकाला। देन वी शिफ्टेड टू ठाकुर विलेज एंड कीप आवर ऑफिस देयर इन एवरसाइन, द फ्रंट ऑफ एवरसाइन क्राउन, दैट लेन। फिर हम थोड़ा थोड़ा आगे बढ़ते गए, सिरकॉन डिजाइन्स लाया, डिजाइनिंग की, दिल्ली के लिए काम किया, और फिर धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ते गए। फिर बेटी का एडमिशन कराया इन सिंगापुर फॉर द ग्रेजुएशन, देन सी डिड मास्टर डिग्री, नाउ सी बिकेम ए प्रोड्यूसर, सी इज वर्किंग ओवर देयर इन लंदन। अभी हमने भी बॉट आवर 3 हाउसेस। माई सेकेंड इज स्टडिंग इन CNS स्कूल। कितने साल मेहनत किया? 12 साल, 12 साल निकाला इतना मेहनत करके, एक एक पैसे गिन करके ऊपर आए। फिर से सब कुछ खड़ा किया, और अभी करने के बाद फिर मुझे लगने लगा, यार मैं हस्बैंड के पैसे कब तक गिनूंगी, मेरे पैसे भी तो होने चाहिए ना। अगर आप अपने पैसे गिन रहे हो तो कितना प्राउड फील होता है, नहीं मैंने, मेरी कमाई है, मैंने किया है, दिस इज माई ओन मनी, राइट? सो 2 years back, I jumped into my own company with the name Indie Greenites. I started this my own company. Started design the like monocone furniture with granite and putting the flooring also. Then my husband came to me. नहीं अभी यही बिजनेस आगे बढ़ाएंगे. This time we have a bigger project in Indie Granite only. We are working for Convention Center Delhi. And अगर आप जाओगे धारावी स्टेशन तो आपको दिख जाएगा कि इंडी ग्रेनाइट का ग्रेनाइट लगा हुआ है वहाँ पे. कफ परेड मेट्रो स्टेशन. It's really going and planning to become like 100 crore of company within 2-3 years. So see how life is turned. जिसको कुछ नहीं करना था वो कहाँ पहुँच गया. तो दिस वॉज माई लाइक शॉर्ट जर्नी जो मैंने 12 सालों की कहानी 5-7 मिनट में बता दी. स्पेशली फॉर द लेडीज जिनके कंधों पे डबल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है, तो कभी घर में रहना पड़े तो वो सोचे ना कि हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं. वी कैन डू एनीथिंग, वी कैन डू. बस यहाँ से बहुत एनर्जी होनी चाहिए, हमें करना है, कर सकते हैं. और नाउ द वर्ल्ड इज फुल ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजिस्ट. तो अभी तो हार्ड वर्क करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. रियली डू द स्मार्ट वर्क. जो हमने किया, हमें तो नहीं आता था, नेट बैंकिंग करने भी नहीं आता था, कुछ नहीं आता था. नाउ दीज द वर्क इज रियली रियली वेरी कंफर्टेबल, वेरी स्मार्ट. तो आप लोगों के लिए तो बहुत आसान है. आप घर बैठे भी बहुत कुछ फॉलो कर सकते हो, बहुत कुछ कर सकते हो. टीम को फॉलो कर सकते हो, ऑफिस, द कैमरा विद एवरीथिंग. पहले ऐसे कुछ नहीं होता था, सब हम करते थे. फिजिकली एवरीथिंग वी वर डूइंग दैट टाइम. So I want to say something. Really, the world is full of stress. It's depend on you how you are walking, right? So don't do hard work, do the really really smart work. So thank you so much, Vinita ma'am. Thank you. This was my story.
Thank you, Veena ma'am, for your inspiring words. And last but not the least, before concluding today's event, I would like to sum up all of your talks that you have said. And a quote said by Mr. Saigen Yalcin. He's an entrepreneur in the Gulf. He says that use your words as currency. And today I can assure everyone that we are much more wealthier because we have gained, like we have learned from their experiences. They have shared their story and they have given their valuable time to us. And as Veena ma'am said, kuch nahi se kuch to kiya. And every success, overnight success is like 10 to 20 years roughly in the making. We just see the results कि अरे इसने ये गाड़ी ले ली, इसने वो कर लिया. But we never see the back end. हमको like we are engineers, right? Software engineers. We see front end बहुत मस्त लग रहा है. But अगर back end ही नहीं अच्छा होगा तो कैसे काम चलेगा? So we need to put that efforts and hours. And as Nishit sir said कि सबको like even my friend says कि भाई यार कब तक जॉब करेंगे TCS में. He works in TCS as a manager. And he says कब तक करना यार, मतलब मज़ा नहीं आता. खुद का करेंगे ना तो छुट्टी करने मिलेगा. But as you said कि it's very tough initially, right? You need to get like छुट्टी नहीं मिलेगी as an entrepreneur. What he thinks is Monday to Friday is a tough work. But being an entrepreneur and giving everything is even tougher. And like, you know, there's a quote by Cristiano Ronaldo. If you are ready to give up your everything for just that one thing that you believe in, then for sure you are going to get it. And last but not the least, when I heard the word Ma to mom, and when I got to know about Jyoti ma'am, I had that figure of my mother. Okay, very strict, and on top of that, she's an entrepreneur. So, I got that figure in my mind, a military kind of woman, military woman, who will be very strict. And on top of that, she's an entrepreneur, a mother. She's managing everything. But we got to know her. She's very sweet and, good.
Thank you.
And thank you, Vinita ma'am, for, letting us get to know these people and learn from their experiences. I believe that hardly any institute does these kind of workshop for their students dedicatedly, right? So thank you, Vinita ma'am, and thank you to all our chief guests today for coming. And to my fellow friends, I know you all have, did all that you can in yesterday's sports event, and all of you all are tired, but thank you for coming, showing up today. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, I would request all of the fellow students to please proceed to our campus. Thank you.